And we're here fixing this. There we go. And here we are for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. No, but Gyakuten Saiban. God damn it, why did I have Phoenix Wright on the name? Why did I have the first attorney on my head? Anyway, before we get started, I would like to point out this. There are tons of influence between, because seriously, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright definitely influenced a lot on Gyakuten Saiban. Just look at this. This is a banner for Gyakuten Saiban. And this is the banner for Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Don't they look similar? Definitely Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright influenced a lot. Hello? And why is the font always changing? Huh. But you sure like to munch a lot. Munch. Okay. It also explains why you're only collected chess on mobile on Discord. But yeah, I already showed how this game influenced a lot on this one. Yeah. Sometimes I just can't stand my grandmother. Come on. I'm just starting this goddamn stream and my grandmother. Why does that happen to me? Just going to be right back real quick this season. Well, here I'm back and jabba. Seriously, Grandma, come on. I just want to just enjoy this. Continue where we left off, the Clouded Kokoro. And so, here we are. 18 February, 2:38 p.m., Briar Roar. It looks like the investigation hasn't finished yet. Without further ado, let's look for Inspector Gregson. Yeah, this time we have something more important than his fish and chips. Excuse me, Inspector Gregson, could I have a moment of your time? I'm terribly sorry, but I am incredibly busy. I have no time to entertain more gaps. We have this. This is addressed to you, Inspector Gregson, from Iris Watson. What? My lady sent something for me? My lady? Hand it over. Give it to me now. Come on. Whoa, he just snatched it away. What exactly is this coin? As you can see, it's a crown coin. However, this is no ordinary coin. This is, yes, one might call it pigment for my performance. Performance? Oh, so you mean... Exactly. It goes without saying that this is for the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My lady wishes to include my likeness in the story, so she rewards me with this. Yes, I know. I handed her your great efforts. Well, to be honest, whenever I appear in the stories, I'm usually the butt of the joke. I know exactly how you feel. More importantly, is there something you'd like to know? Huh? So, you'll answer anything the guy in the dark jacket asks, right? I can say nothing to that, right? Now, inquire as you see fit. Go on. Very well, then we will take upon your offer and ask but one single question. The two of us will very much like to know the location of Sosuke Natsume's flat. Oh, yeah, a culprit, right? A tiny little Japanese guy, big mustache. If you want to know, that perhaps little residence stands your field of vision. There! Is that rundown, huh? Rundown house with a bit of bicycle in front of it. Go to the second floor. It's far closer than I expected. The landlord of the residence should be a man named John Garibab. At any rate, should you meet my lady again, send her my sincere regards. Got it? Relay it to her sincere. Make sure my regards are sent. Okay. Now, that's all I have to say. Long live my lady! What's up with this guy? Up he goes. Have we head to Sosuke's flat? Of course. Well, let's go to check our famous real-life Japanese man fictionized here. Sosuke Natsume. Here's the thing. Sosuke Natsume is actually a real guy. Yeah, basically in the 18th century, he was sent to Japan and to learn much about him, just like he said. And like I said, the guy actually existed. Of course, this is more of a fictionalized version of him, but yeah. Incredible how they're including a lot of real-life things in this game. Yes? Oh, is this a residence of Mr. Young Gary Depp? It is. Gary Depp. It is. Who you do my be? My name is Ryosuke Naruhiro. He's the attorney for Sosuke Natsume, one of the residents of this property. Huh. If it's alright, may we speak about Sosuke with you? I will bring my master for you. Please wait one short moment. So, Saro, did you see that? Was that one of those famous British maids that I hear so much about? Yes, I've heard that the most fluent families in the Great British Empire employ many of them. This is the first time I've seen one, and I'm so moved. Now it really feels like we come to Britain, right? If there was a butler alongside her, it would be absolutely perfect. I don't know about what perfect means to you, but yeah, it does feel like that. Thank you for your patience. My master is willing to see you. This guy? With a weird hairdo? This guy with a weird hairdo, now he looks like a crescent moon? The Ace Attorney is full of weirdos. You are all weirdos! Seriously. Welcome to landlord, John Gary Depp. Pleased to make your acquaintance. This is Naruhiro, attorney at law. The moon? Law. Seriously, why the hell does he look like a crescent moon, huh? Oh, you have to excuse me for not standing to greet you. Some years back during the Battle of Maiwon, I took a bullet straight to the knee. The general presented me with a medal, and I reluctantly left the rest to my inferiors. So he's a war baron. It's difficult for me to climb stairs, so I don't go out a lot. Considering this place is on the third floor, I was out of breath myself when I got out here. When I got up here. Obviously, that's because you don't get enough exercise. Ugh, maybe, yeah. Naruto is lazy. Not even I get that tired. Ha! Anyway, you were presented a medal. You must have been an accomplished soldier. Oh, please, it's just a hunk of junk. Medals are nothing more than trinkets. I will be an insult to the general, though. I had to hang it out for. Well, hey, John, show the guests my medal, if you would. Johan, the medal, if you... Come from it, Johan! Watch where you're pouring that stuff! Oh, goodness me, I'm terribly sorry, Master. Just be more careful from now on. Of course, Master. Well, at any rate, nowadays I just wait the time peacefully. This was hilarious. I see. Now that you were here to ask about a tenant of mine, right? Yes, we certainly appreciate any information you can give us. Of course, as the own protector of British peace, I'll help you in any way I can. Speaking of the Japanese, I believe the Empire signed a treaty of alliance with her. What's more, it seems this incident has caught the eye of the general public. Is that really true? Even now, that famous detective is carrying out an investigation in my home. You mean Sherlock Holmes? That might have been the one. I'm not really interested. I've never even heard of him. Oh, but isn't that an issue of the Strand magazine over there? What? Oh, no. That's, The detective is currently investigating the Japanese man's room. Here's in Selsuke's room. Because of him, the whole neighborhood is gossiping about my home. For a retired man who only wants a quiet life, such gossip is indeed very troublesome. Mr. Garibov, you will tell us about your tenant, Selsuke Natsume? Sure, he's been living here for about a week. Only a week? So he moved in quite recently. You see, we have tenants on both the first and second floor. It was just 1 week ago when the second floor became free. The second floor is actually... Ah! John, watch what you're doing! Oh, goodness, I am terribly sorry, Master. Do you have bad short-term memory or what? You ask me. I knew that Asian man was suspicious from the very start. Do you really think so? That man is always sweating bullets, with his eyes darting all to and fro. Everything about his demeanor practically screamed suspicious. You could tell it was only a matter of time before he snapped. I have no doubts about it. I should make sure that this man doesn't get called to the witness stand. Was there anything else you found suspicious? Well, yeah, there definitely was. She really perked up at that question. Was there anything in particular that struck you about your tenant, Selsuke Natsume? Well, yes, everything about him is suspicious. Everything? He always be reading incomprehensible books, good books like a hermit. He never speaks to anyone, and he's never ever had a single guest. Every day he goes to use bookstore and then comes back at 5 p.m. to turn on the stove. And he also stays up later than anyone else in his home. Is that so? The first work tenant typically calls it at night at around 9 p.m. As for that Gap, he's never gone to bed earlier than 2 a.m. Okay. Could I ask you something? What is it? Miss May, why are you so intimately familiar with Selsuke's life and habits? Oh! The tenants don't live on this floor, right? Yeah, they live on the first and second floors, both below this floor. Why are you acting suspicious? In that case, isn't it a little strange that you know so much about him? You've given us precise details on when he comes home or when he goes to bed. Johan, what are you doing? Oh, goodness me, I am terribly sorry, master. Oh my god. Is Johan burning this guy's hand going to be a recurring gag? Is it running gag where this guy's going to get his hand constantly burned off by Joanna? I'll be right back, cause goddamn it. You always have to go with that joke. Susato does have a point. It did feel as though that it made you more than she should have. As you might know, the incident occurred around 5 p.m. Do you happen to look out the window at all during that time? The window? We noticed that your window faces Briar Road. The incident happened on the pavement at the opposite side of Briar Road. Do you perhaps catch any sign of any suspicious individual outside, for example? 5 p.m. is typically about dinner time in our household. Unfortunately, I don't recall anything abnormal. What about you, Johan? I didn't notice anything either. The sun was setting, so it was starting to get dark. Not to mention the fog, I imagine it would be difficult to see so far away. I see. Did anything else unusual happen at all? Anything unusual? It can't be anything, really, even something that seems unrelated to the case. Oh, in that case, do you notice something? Well, it's probably not worth mentioning, but when the crime was committed... No! Watch what you're doing! Oh, goodness me, I'm terribly sorry, master. Just be more careful next time. Of course, master. But may I interject, Mr. Attorney? Sure, what's on your mind? From what I can remember, nothing at all worth discussing happened in this home, I have to believe. Is that true, Mr. Gary Depp? It sounded like you had something to say. Oh, no, it was just that. Get it! Get it together, please! I'm sorry, master, but I truly do believe there's not much to be said. I suppose not. It was like anything out of the ordinary. It was just a quiet evening. Right, Joanne? Yes, indeed, master. Now I'm getting suspicious. I'm getting really suspicious. What the heck is going on here? It looks like something happened in this room last night. I can't help but be curious. By the way, which room is Sosaki's? It's right below us. Check the second floor. Mr. Holmes is currently investigating it, right? He said that the tenant himself requested investigations, so I handed him the key. Sosaki asked Mr. Holmes to investigate this case? That has to be a barface lie. Do you think we could get a look at his room too? Sure, I don't mind. It's right down the stairs. I'm not sure we'll find anything of use in Sosaka's room, but we need to get our hands on whatever information we can, shall we? Of course, not to mention, we can ask Mr. Holmes plenty of questions as well. Okay. Let's go to Sosaki's room. Yeesh. This place is a mess. This is pretty amazing. What a stifling stench. I feel like I'm about to choke on the air in this room. It's coming from that huge mountain of old books. Is it coming from... I have never seen this many books. I haven't either. But still, it's still dark in here. It is a window over there, is it not? Rather than a window, it looks like something that was once a window. It looks like it's been filed in using bricks and mortar. Does Sosaki really live in a room like this? By the way, I don't see Mr. Holmes anywhere. You're right. According to what Mr. Gary Depp said, he should have been investigating it here. And the first to catch my notice is this cat. Ah, what is our only cat? Maybe he's a little watchman here to guard the books while the master's away. He's not doing his job very well. He just jumped into a mountain of books. It looks like a little calico cat. I guess they have those in Great Britain too. Perhaps Sosaki brought him from Japan? Suddenly I feel so homesick for Japan. We've only been here for 2 days though. Yeah, but what about the in-between time that you were on the cruise? That took like almost 2 months. A Japanese-style desk only within the vast amount of literature. Maybe this is where Sosaki read his books and pet his cat. I bet he even dreams about being smothered by those old books. I'm afraid you might be right. What's this? There's something on top of the desk. It's a receipt from a used bookstore. Tattered Tales Book Emporium. It's addressed to Sosaki and is dated 2 days ago at 4:43 p.m. 4:45. That's the same day as the accident. I got a feeling that just before Sosaki got dropped into this whole incident, you see, he was out shopping for old books. So yeah, now you're free to talk, and now we're here in a mountain of books that Twilight will be proud of. Seriously. Look, it's a beckoning cat from back home. He must have brought this from Japan. I think this might be a bit of an error. I don't think the text should have been down here. Well, you brought that huge Dharma doll with you. I don't think you have any room to talk. I'm an all at ease in a foreign country. I just wanted to have a good luck charm. Right, and Sosaki brought his beckoning cat in hopes of good fortune. Too bad the only thing that has been beckoned to is this awful incident. Naruto wants you to dwell on bad fortune. I didn't even say anything! This proves that he's Phoenix right. Anyone can read his mind! Oh, what is it with the family of Phoenix Rank and being able to read his mind? How is it that people can read their minds? Come on. The way my eyes talk out from me just gives me getting into trouble. A ridiculous amount of books are piled up in a veritable mountain of stories. They're all in English literature, and they're all considerably old and dusty. There are more than enough books here to last a lifetime, don't you think? No doubt. It's like a dream come true. It's more like a nightmare, in my opinion. I sure wish our poor book is at the bottom won't ever see the light of day again. Think of a once-in-a-lifetime experience, just like a perfect tea ceremony. This is the last place I imagine tea ceremonies will come up. And there's Mr. Holmes. Oh, look, Naruto. That's... When did he get in? When did he get here? I think he was just hiding. He seems to be busy with his nose deep in a very old-looking book. In any case, let's call him over here. Hey, Mr. Holmes. Huh. Well, look who's chilling. Why, hello, if it isn't you two. And I love Mr. Holmes' theme. As I recall, you two were... Indeed, we were together on board the SS Eclair. Ah, yes, the SS Eclair. As I recall, that was... Thank you so much for helping us find the truth behind Asagi's murder. Of course, it was none other than Master Asagi. The one with the snake, right? Huh? Well, you're not quite there, but you aren't completely wrong either. Something like that. It's a great honor that you remember us. Mr. Holmes, we are... Ah, wait. I have confidence in my man. I'm sure I can remember your names perfectly. You're Miss Naruto. And Master Susato. This guy's an idiot. You gotta turn around. Ah, touche. On the day that we arrived in London, I was hoping I could invite you to my home, but those dastards from the yard caught me at the station and rushed me to the crime scene. But it was so ridiculously simple, I only needed about 30 minutes to crack the case. They arrested Sosuke after only 30 minutes. Anyhow, thanks to that, my memories on the other cases have gotten a little foggy. Just a little. For every additional knowledge, you forget something that you knew before. It's of the highest importance, therefore, not to have useless facts and bawling out the useful ones. Oh, by the way, those very words are written in a study in Scarlet. Those are my own words. Please don't quote yourself again. I don't remember it clearly myself. She had written for me so nicely. He must be an Iris. Mr. Holmes, there is something I would like to ask you about a simple case. Oh, what is it? You're looking pretty fierce. Ah, go ahead. It's much more fun to talk about murders in such a gloomy room. This is not a murder yet. This is the exchange student Sasuke and Natsume's room. Mr. Holmes, you're the one who arrested him, right? He was arrested under the pretense that he stabbed that woman on Briar Road. Sosuke, yes, I believe that was his name. But Sosuke said he didn't do it. Yet you arrested him despite that. I don't think that's fair at all. What do you mean? I'm afraid I don't understand, Mrs. Sato. Mr. Holmes is really going to play dumb while he looks Susato straight in the eye. No, I'm not playing dumb at all. I think the two of you have come to some sort of misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? And how the hell can you read Naruto's mind? I have no recollection of her calling that poor posture man the culprit. What are you implying? If you want to know the request I received from Scholar Gyar word for word, a man escaped from the crime scene. We want you to find both his dignity and location. A man escaped. There were a few books that left the scene. Judging from the book plate, it was clear the book was purchased from a local bookshop. After I spoke with the owner, it wasn't long before I arrived at this room. And that's all. I believe the receipt for that book is somewhere around here. Then you're saying that Sosuke isn't the culprit? Who's to say? I certainly wouldn't know. I came back because it has started to pique my curiosity, but there were just so many intriguing books here, I very suddenly found myself reading them. Of course, by no means I was just doing it because I was bored, really. Ugh. Landlord Gary Depp, tell us about this. Tell us about that guy. Tell us, why the hell does he look like a half-crescent moon? Come on. Oh, that reminds me. Have you already met with the landlord of this flat? Yes, Mr. Gary Depp, the retired soldier. It was the first time I ever met someone from the Great British Empire's military. And it was the first time that I ever met a maid from the Great British Empire. What's so funny? Oh, sorry, excuse me. I'm sure you're already aware, but many of London's households have maids in service. Yes, I read about that in the Great British Empire guidebook. To put it another way, whether or not a household has a maid in service determines their rank in society. Their rank? Simply put, as long as you have at least one maid, you're middle class. If not, you'll be below that. Upper class households have enough service to be considered a huge family on their own. I see. That is awe-inspiring in its own right. Essentially, for those caught on the borders between middle and low class, it's quite the important matter. I had no idea. That's exactly what draws my attention to that man. The retired soldier, young Gary Dev. What? That lovely little soldier is hiding something. As for whether or not it's related to the case at hand, that is yet to be seen. What does he mean? I must say, this is really quite a gloomy room. If I was stuck in this room for long enough, I would sure be stabbed with someone sooner or later. Suzuki didn't stab anyone. Well, like I said, sooner or later. That's not what I meant. Speaking of how gloomy it is in here, I can't help but wonder why there aren't any windows in this room. Oh, well, I guess it would be right to say that there aren't any at all, but they are completely covered up with bricks. Ah, yes, the answer to that is simple. It's because of window tax. Window tax? What in the world? You can't be serious. They tax you just for having windows installed? Don't get me